I want to talk today about the Bitcoin rally. We're seeing really a lot of optimism after the G20 conference when we really didn't see a unified clampdown on the currency. So what's your take on this?
Look, it's been a very cold winter. You know, my family's been involved with this in 2011, helping to pass Jobs Act. And I've been saying for a couple of months that it'll be cold winter. Regulators, the SEC, FINRA, they haven't given us guidance yet on how to deal with this. The US is the biggest market in the world, and right now Asia is really hot for cryptocurrencies. But I'd say this year is the cryptocurrency Wall Street time, and like Dorsey said, we said that before as well. We think cryptocurrency on the Bitcoin will be worth $30,000 at the year end. It's limited.
And like Jack Dorsey said, do you think that there will be a single currency of the internet, or are there going to be multiple?
Well, right now you got 1,500, and Ether is taking a hit right now because the other ones chasing its tail, being smart contracts right behind it, like, you know, Stellar, EOS, and NEM and others. They're starting to execute. They're starting to create products that are similar, or at least supplying quicker solutions than Ether's doing. So now they're starting to chase the top five. So I think we're going to see some changes this year. The top five is going to change order. I don't think Bitcoin will change. Bitcoin is capital preservation to me.
So do you disagree with Dorsey then that in the next 10 years there will be a single currency of the internet? It sounds like you think there will be multiple.
Oh, absolutely. There'll be hundreds. Today we get 1,500. I think he might have meant that that will be a acceptable currency on a global basis because it was the first one from 2009. But there's too many out there with great solutions. Yet again, like the SEC said, some of them are fraudulent and they're weird and strange. There's too much hype. We got to calm down a little bit.
And your fund actually invests in many of these initial coin offerings. And of all of the ways you can get money and be funded, it's one of the easiest to run scams on. So how are you screening for legitimate investments?
Well, what I said last year was there was the cryptocurrency era, the year, so to say. And, you know, the revenge of Occupy Wall Street in 2009 was the Bitcoin by the unknown Satoshi who created it. Today, it's crypto Wall Street, I'm saying. This year, public companies, I'm on the board for 6 public companies, and real companies are coming and saying, wait a minute, how do we create more loyalty? How do we create more tracking of what we're doing with our coins? How do we know what's going on? Blockchain underlying cryptocurrency allows you to track anything from the beginning. And it's a forensic accounting solution. So right now we got companies like Atari, we're talking to Kodak, CVS is talking to us. We got mainstream companies coming to us and says, wow, this technology is great on the blockchain because you can track things. Banks are using it. Now the crypto portion of it is the next step where you start trading these blockchain on exchanges. So I think this year is when the rest of the US will come in and say, can we take these tokens, loyalty programs, software solutions, and add value to our shareholders by adding more to it?
So obviously there are very legitimate reasons for doing an ICO, but what proportion would you estimate are illegitimate?
Look, the way I look at them today is like I did in the VC days. Does the entrepreneur have exits before understand shareholder value? Do they have a solid team, and do they solve a problem that we need to have solved? Until recently, that was really hard to gauge because they're all ideas starting to build something that didn't exist. But this year, we're going to see more of those, and it makes it more comfortable for me to look at them. The rest, such as Dogcoin, Jesus Coin, you got all these strange coins, and there's no business there yet. I would say, you know what? Focus on real businesses, and that makes my life easier too.
It seems like it's still the Wild West when we're talking about ICOs, and the SEC has said repeatedly that they should be registered with the agency. What do you think?
I think they're right. I think that the other countries like Korea and other financial markets have said too early to get attention that they're going to do this or that, and it made the market go up and down. SEC has taken their time, and they're right now clamping down. There were 80 subpoenas going out the last month, as well as they're telling exchanges they might be breaking the rules by having coins. There are technical securities according to SEC, but we're supposed to be utilities. They're shaking the tree, they're cleaning things up, and they're telling everybody, we have rules in the US. The 33, 34, and 40 Act was created to make sure we don't get fleeced like the Great Depression in 1929.
Now, we've reported that Twitter is planning on banning ads that promote cryptocurrencies, ICOs. Facebook's done the same. Google plans to do it. What's the impact of all this?
It shakes out and removes all of the fake ICOs. I am completely behind it. I think they're doing the right thing. It also legitimizes my investments in media, my investments in advisory work, and everybody else is doing it compliant. It gives us more value by taking away all the easy ways to just, pump and dump. I mean, it's still not illegal to pump in crypto, and it should be, according to me.